Hello, students. Good morning. Today I am going to explain chapter 15, and that's name is River Sources of India. You all know there are many natural resources like land, water, forest, etc. So, water is also one of the important natural resource. Now let's see about the chapter. Our Earth is also called the blue planet. Planet means a very large round object in space that moves around the sun. It's called planet. So our Earth is called blue planet. Do you know why? Do you know why Earth is called the blue planet? This is because three-fourths of its surface is covered with water. Surface means ground. Because three-fourths part of the Earth is covered with the water. This is the reason Earth is called the blue planet, and it appears blue from the space. Space means the area which surrounds the planet Earth and the other planets and stars. It's called space. So from the space our Earth looks blue. That's why it's called blue planet. Water is one of the most important natural resources. I have already told you there are many natural resources like soil, forest, water. So, water is very important for us. We need water to drink. Water is very important thing and that we use in different activities, but one of them is drinking. We use lots of water daily to drink. We cannot live without water. Can you live without water? I hope no. Water is very important for human beings, plants and animals. Water is used for various purposes like cooking, bathing, washing, cleaning and irrigation. Various means many, and purposes means activities. Means we use water in many activities in our houses, like for cleaning, for cooking, for bathing, and irrigation means supplying water to the fields. It's called irrigation. All the other living beings like animals and plants also need water. Not only human beings, plants and animals also need water because they are living beings. Now let's see sources of water. So firstly I will tell you what is the meaning of sources. From where something is obtained. Obtained means got. From that place we got something. That place is called sources. So now let's see sources of water means from which place we can get the water. Most water present on the earth is found in seas and oceans. Means mostly waters that we found on the earth that is found in seas and oceans. And you know oceans, that is a big area covered with water. It is not fit for use as it is salty. These are large water bodies, oceans and seas, but these are not good, not suitable for drinking because these water are salty. Means there is a lots of salt contained in that water. Rivers, lakes and ponds are important water bodies on the earth. After seas and oceans, lakes, rivers and ponds are also very important sources of water. Means from these all the places we get the water. So river means a large natural stream, and lakes, a large area of water surrounded by land, is called lakes, and pond, a small area than the lakes, means lakes are bigger and ponds are smaller water bodies. So these are important water bodies from where we can get the water, and we can drink that water because that is not salty. Water is also found beneath the surface of the earth and is known as groundwater. Beneath means underground, means under the ground water is also we can get, and its water, or you can say this water is called underground water because we get from the under the ground, that's why that is called underground water. Only about 3% of water found on the earth is fresh water. Our earth is covered 3/4 part with the water, but only 3% of water is fresh. Others are not fresh water. It is found in ponds, lakes, rivers, and streams. Means these fresh water we get from the ponds, lakes, rivers, and streams. Streams means a small narrow river, as well as underground. We can get the fresh water from the underground also. Rain is also an important source of fresh water. Okay, now let's see how do we get water. Means from where we can get the water. First, wells, a source of water made by humans by digging the earth, that is called wells. Now let's see, wells are an important source of water in villages. Means in the villages mostly people use wells to get the water, and especially we can see the wells in the villages. People in villages dig wells to bring underground water to the surface for daily household activities. Dig means break the land by using the tools. Household means related to the house. Activities means works. So to get the underground water, people dig the well and bring the water to the surface, and they use this water in household activities, means in the houseworks. Now let's see tube wells. A tube well is a method of getting underground water using a machine. You know what is tube well? In tube well there is a machine. That machine is used to get the underground water to the surface. It has a tube or pipe fitted to the groundwater sources. Means in tube wells there is a pipe, so white pipe is there, so that is fit to the groundwater. An electric or diesel pump is used to pump water. Means there is diesel used, diesel is a fuel, and or that is electricity that is run by both. So they use electricity or diesel to pump the water. Pump means to force a liquid to go into a particular direction. So that's why they use the tube wells. The water is mainly used for drinking and irrigation. Tube wells water is mostly uses in irrigation, means to supply the water to the fields, or that is used for drinking also. Okay, now let's see Persian wheel. Persian wheel is a very big wheel. There are small boxes are attached. So Persian wheel is a type of water well found in the Middle East, and these wells, there are walk walks the buffaloes, camels, ox in a circle, and that turns a wheel to raise water through a chain of buckets. Means there is a large wheel and there are small buckets are attached to that wheel, and in middle there is a animal like buffalo, camel or ox that is used, and when that ox or that is walks, so that wheel is moving, and because of that that bucket is full of the water, means that bucket is raising the water. Now let's see, it is a mechanical way of lifting water from open wells with the help of animals like buffaloes or camels. It is also used to irrigate fields in villages. Mechanical means related to machines, and lifting means to raise a water. So this is a way to raise the water in a higher position with the help of animals like buffaloes, camels, and these waters are used to irrigate the fields also. Now let's see about the canals. Canals means an artificial waterway constructed to convey the water for irrigation. Convey means to carry the water for irrigation. This is canal. Now let's see, people dig a canal to divert water from rivers or dams to the fields. Divert means to change the direction. So people dig a canal to change the direction of the river or dam's water to the fields. They are dug to take out to regions where there is a shortage of water, and canals are used in such type of areas there is the shortage means less, there is a less water. For example, the Indira Gandhi Canal, also called the Rajasthan Canal, has been constructed for taking out to the desert area of Rajasthan. A very famous canal, Indira Gandhi Canal, that is also called the Rajasthan Canal, is constructed means made to give the water to the desert areas of the Rajasthan, because in desert areas waters are very less, there is a shortage of water. So that's why Indira Gandhi canals are used to supply the water in the desert areas. It is the longest irrigation canal in the world. Means this is very big irrigation canal in the world. Now let's see dams. Dams are barriers constructed on rivers. They stop the flow of river water and store it in a reservoir. So barrier means a fence and constructed means made or built. So dams are constructed or made on the rivers as a barrier. Barrier is a thing that stops something. They stop the flow of river water and store it in a reservoir. Store means contain, and reservoir means a large artificial lake used as a source of water supply. Means they contain the water in a reservoir, and after that when they need the water, then they supply the water from that reservoir. And dams are used to stop the flow of the river. Sometimes you can see the flow of the river, so that also helps in control. Now let's see importance of dams, means why dams are constructed on the rivers. First point is dams helps in controlling floods in the rivers. Floods means an overflow of large amount of water beyond its normal limits. Sometimes you can see there is a overflow in the river water, so that's why dams helps in control the floods. Second point, water is stored in the reservoir is used for irrigation, and that while constructed the dams, when reservoir is there, in reservoir there lots of water is contained or stored, and after that used in different activities in irrigation and in other activities. Irrigation means to supply the water to the fields. Next point, the water of dams is also used to produce electricity. When the water is collected in a reservoir, so that is used to produce electricity. Produce means to make something in large quantities. Electricity is produced by the water. Next, dams also help in the development of fishing and navigation. And one more importance of dam is that development means growth. Because of that there is a lots of fish live there, and after that people catch the fish and sell it. It's called fishing. And navigation means the act of directing a ship, means to show the way to the boat or ship. It's called navigation. So dams helps in fishing and navigation. Now let's see. Therefore, dams are also known as multi-purpose river valley project. Means dams are called multi-purpose. Multi-purpose means having several purposes. So that is used in many ways. Now let's see some important multi-purpose river valley project in India, means where these projects are developed. Like first, you can see there are 3 columns: first dam, second state, and third river. You all know dams are constructed on the rivers, and you can see what is the dam's name, in which state that is constructed, and on which river that is constructed. So first is Bhakra Nangal. Bhakra Nangal, this dam is in Punjab, and this is built on the Satluj river. Second is Nagarjun Sagar. Nagarjun Sagar dam is in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So that is constructed on Krishna river. Farkha barrage is in West Bengal, and this dam is constructed on Ganga river. Next, Hirakund dam is in Odisha, and this is constructed on Mahanadi river. Tehri dam is in Uttarakhand, and this is built on Bhagirathi river. Now let's see rainwater harvesting. So let's see what is rainwater harvesting. Collecting and storing rainwater for various purposes is called rainwater harvesting. When rain is there, so that collect the rainwater and stored it, and after that use in different activities. This is called rainwater harvesting, means to contain the rainwater and after that use in different activities is called rainwater harvesting. This stored rainwater is then used for drinking, irrigation, etc. Means in many activities we can use the contained rainwater. It is usually done in the areas where there is scarcity of water. Scarcity means shortage or less water, and this is mostly very famous in that area. There is very less water, so that's why they contain the rainwater, and after that they use in many activities.